Now we need to create a new project and pick up the 2D template, call it like Ninja Move 2D, then create. After the Unity editor opened, we need to import a spreadsheet. First of all, we need to create a new folder called spreadsheet. Then we import spreadsheet, we build it to the editor. Find out the Ninja Move spreadsheet, and we see here. Then we need to change some settings. First of all, we need to change the sprite mode from single to multiple, because it's not just one sprite. Well, here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about 10 sprites. So we need to change that to multiple. And then we change this one to 32, because when we create the sprite sheet, dimension is 32 multiplied 32. Pixel per unit means how many pixels in one unit. If it is 100, but the actual sprite sheet size is like 32, the output look is gonna be very small. So we need to make that match the original size. For that, we need to change the filter mode, which is quite important. This is bilinear. We change that to point to point. This one is like, if we choose that, that means we don't allow the compression filter happen for the picture. Since if the anti-aliasing happening, it looks very blurry. We want every pixel perfect, looks very sharp. Then we change this to point no filter. And then we change the compression. We change that to none. We have done the pre-setup for the sprite. Then we need to split from the whole sprite sheet to individuals. We create the sprite editor. It's 32 by 32 in the SE sprite. So we change this from 64 to 32. Then we choose slice. You see here, when we choose the slice, it's equal width and height rectangle. We have done that. We need to save it. We choose apply. And you can see here, you see this is what we have done. After that, we choose one frame to the game scene. Change here, get bigger. And then we change name to player. Our first one, we need to add some component, make it movable. First of all, we need to add a new rigid body, 2D. And change this constraint to Z. That means when any collision happened, there's no rotation on the rigid body. Next one is a collider. We choose capsule. So it will make the like the capsule and make it more suitable for the collision detection. After this one, we need to put some animation to the character. First of all, we need to open the animation panel. If you cannot see the animation panel, I will show you how to open it. We close it, and on the window, and we choose animation. Then there's a panel pop up. We move it to downside the panel region, and then it will show up like before. Then we choose create. Make sure you click the player object, then click the create button, and we add a new animation folder. We call it player idle. Then we choose the idle frames, make it moving, pick it up. Okay, idling, you see here. Then we have another clip. We call it player walk. Okay, we put this frames to the walk. That's a little slow. Okay, then we make sure this two here, and we go back to the animation folder and open the player. This is animator, which is like the animation controller. And we want to make sure this two code easily transitioned. First of all, we make transition from idle to walk. Then we choose player walk state and choose make transition back to the idle. But the thing is here, how could we make this transition happen? Because if it's just like playing, they never touch. You see here, they never touch the walk. We need to make sure transition that could happen. How to do it? In Unity, we could choose some parameters to make it be used in Animator. That parameter could be called in the C# script. We'll use parameter. It's a bool. We call it walk. That means if it's walk is true, then we go walk. If it's not true, we go back. Then we choose here and we change transition time to 0. Disable the X as exit time. That means every change happened, it will change immediately. And this one also choose that everything, make sure that will be used immediately. If it's true, that will from idle to walk. Then the same thing. If it's false, it will go back to idle. Same thing, we make it intermittently mode. And this one to false. So we add another ground. How to do it? We create a new one sprite square. We call it ground. And put them into the thing. Make it big enough. Give the box color. Let's see. But now we cannot move the character. But since it's everything is working for just gliding and rigid body. Next step, we want to change the main camera, make it looks better. Make it like a little bit yellow. Not too sharp, shiny. Okay,